All right, Brett, we're going to do a little intro.
Yep.
We'll say we're live right now, but
Okay.
Brett and I are going to be talking about Nico out at Tennessee. Breaking news. You played for Joe Paterno.
Meeting like the myth, the legend kind of thing, you know what I mean? You have your Joe Paternos, your Bobby Bowdens, your Nick Sabans, Les Miles, those kind of guys. And when you see them in person, like, man, it's just like an aura that they have.
But runs down the floor, and then I think he either got a dunk or like an and one coming off maybe like a pick and roll or something. But it was awesome to see like how he's really maturing and completing as a player.
Obviously doesn't have the accolades that Tom Brady does, but we're pretty much getting a Tom Brady, when he went to the Bucs. That's what's happening. We're getting a guy who's at the end of his career.
Attitude with I mean, dude, we thought Big Ben was a diva. There is no one probably in this NFL world that you can think of that would probably match what Aaron Rodgers brings when it comes to being a diva.
You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. Mark covers all things Penn State football and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as anything related to the sports and fitness world. Tune in weekly to listen to a couple of dedicated fans talk about these topics without filters. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
All right, everybody, welcome back into another episode of the Mark Lesko Podcast. Joined by Brett Cable once again, my co-host. Brett, welcome back on, man. How you doing?
Doing pretty well. It's been a rough couple of weeks for unluck of the Irish, if you will. It's just been atrocious, but we're getting through and glad to be back.
Yeah, man. So not a whole lot coming out of Penn State right now in terms of news. Those guys are in spring ball. They're doing really well. So
little tidbits. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a lot of news right now, but Nico is out at Tennessee, which shocks me. Brett, you weren't surprised. It didn't seem like you were surprised.
I was glad Tennessee held their ground because, bro, you're getting $2 million a year. You didn't do anything worth more than that last year. Let's be honest. Not kind of like Drew in like the big games. Like he didn't, maybe he didn't have the supporting cast, but they definitely had better receivers than we did, and he didn't do anything with it. So against Ohio State, he laid an egg. I mean, he tried with his legs, but you're not worth $4 million a year, bro. I'm sorry, but you're not. You're asking for double the amount of money that you're getting. The money you're getting is insane money anyways, $2 million a year to play college football, the sport that you supposedly love, right, if you're playing it.
Yeah.
So shout out to Tennessee and Josh Heupel, man, for putting their foot down, and maybe it's going to mess their season up, but apparently there's a rumor that Dan Lanning called Josh Heupel and said, I heard that Nico is trying to get more money or something. I just saw a post about this. I'll have to find it. But, I just saw that. So a lot of rumors and stuff going on. But, I mean, that sucks for Nico. But, dude, like I said, like if you played your butt off and, like, you think you're worth it, then that's one thing. But what made you think – you had 19 passing touchdowns last year, dude. What makes you think you're worth $4 million a year? Let's be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like,
yeah. The thing is, with me, like, exciting freshman coming in and Nico, talented.
Yeah.
Didn't do as well as he should have, but
yeah.
Highly recruited guy. I think he was early enrolled. Just an exciting young quarterback. Like, young quarterbacks go to the NFL, they want them to win now, and then they get released. And like Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, guys like that who they didn't show a lot like their first years, but they just need time. And I think he's one of those guys that needs some time. So I like Nico. I'm a Nico fan. Brett, you're not a you said he was entitled, right?
He's being entitled, yeah. Like, well, he's young. Like you said, I'm not saying he's not talented. I think he's got an immense amount of talent. He's a redshirt freshman last year, so he's going to be a redshirt sophomore this year. He was the class of 2023, so the class after Drew, right? Drew came in 22. So he's younger than Drew. He's still young, but to ask for double what you were getting, like, the numbers don't make sense to me, dude. They don't. I'm not saying you can't step in and be that guy, but until you're that guy, you shouldn't be demanding that.
Yeah. Yeah, so his numbers weren't very good. In his first year, he scored a majority of his touchdowns against inferior opponents. Against the SEC, didn't do that well. But regardless, I was pretty shocked. I mean, there's been breakdowns of his stats and stuff like that. But so what I heard, I'll just pull up. For what I heard is that, like, he wanted, like, it was something like 12 million or something like that. Like, he wanted a ton of more money. Last season, Nico. Okay, so we'll just go through this.
In advance.
You serious? Pay for what? Standing there? The planetarium tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. There's the door.
But could you pay me in advance?
I forget that guy's name, but he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yamaliaba, this is going to be the last play of the game. Scrambles and is shoved out of bounds. No time left. Arkansas.
So, there's a lot of stuff here, man. Did not attend Tennessee spring practice. Basically a sit out right now.
Yeah, he was doing an NFL sit-out, which this is the first one we've seen for college athletics. So that's been broadcasted anyways, and that's wild. I mean,
yeah, 19 touchdowns is not very good. That's like 2 a game. If that's not even 2 a game.
No.
I mean, against Ohio State in the playoff, they did not do anything.
No. Nada. Which that was a very good defense. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
But still, like, you got to do more if you're asking for that amount of money. I'm not saying I'm not a Nico guy. I'm not probably as big on him as you are, but I see the talent and I see what he can be if he can step into it. But shout out to Josh Heupel and the supporting cast for telling him no.
I don't know. I don't know who is their backup, but I thought maybe he'd come to Penn State. But if he wants a ton of money, like, Penn State's not gonna.
Well, and he's not better than Drew. I'll take Drew over Nico.
Yeah.
Drew's numbers were better. I mean,
moving on.
Now Nico's a good runner. He's a better runner than Drew, but Drew's does fine enough in the running game. We've seen him. He does fine. So.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know who Tennessee's backup is, but man, like, they did great with their. I forget the guy's name, their starter before him, and then Nico, he came in, he was early, was supposed to be the next great quarterback in college football, and it didn't really work out that way. I mean, he had his helmet cracked against Ohio State. Like, they were really getting after him. So, yeah, it's to me, what's Tennessee going to do now? They must have a plan. What's Nico going to do? Where's he going to go? It's early enough in the offseason that I think he can go somewhere else. So, yeah, it's just kind of a crazy situation, man. I mean, he could go JUCO because I think the JUCO rules are different now where you don't use eligibility when you go to JUCO. But no JUCO is going to pay him that much. But we'll see. I mean, JUCO used to be like a guy like him. He'd go JUCO for a year and then he'd come back, get a Power 5. But
he'll stay in college ball. This is a weird time to land to a good team. He's not going to land. Like, he might be able to go to, like, North Carolina with Bill.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going to go, but
somebody posted that. I'm looking
He's a good
for
talent, and we wish the best for him for sure. What were you saying? Someone saw us on YouTube.
Yeah, one of my buddies I haven't talked to in a while. I was talking to him, and he was like, "I saw you on YouTube doing a podcast about Penn State football or something." I was like, "Yeah." So my buddy Mark Lesko Podcast is it's his podcast. I'm a co-host on it. He's like, I'm gonna sub to it. I said, "That's what's up, dude. Good stuff." I'm trying to find. Somebody posted the top like 10 2023 quarterbacks, like 90% of them transferred out. Like there was a list of them. I'm trying to find the list because that's a wild stat, man. Like 90% of the quarterbacks that committed to a team in 2023 are gone and onto a different team. Some players multiple transfers too, like Rashada, and there's another one too, the one that's at Oregon. Moore.
Yep.
Who posted that?
Yeah, there has been quite a few guys transferring out. I mean, yeah, man, like at the end of the day, it comes down to his representation too. Like they could be pushing for something that he may not necessarily agree with. I don't know, but his representation seems to be the ones pushing this, and now he's out. So it's, overall just kind of a crazy situation.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the Masters is going on right now for you golf fans. I'm wearing my Masters polo.
Nice.
You can only get authentic Masters stuff if you go there. My cousin played there, so that's how I got my shirt. But it's a very exclusive tournament. It's Super Bowl of golf. They start out the season with Super Bowl of golf. So, yeah, it's fun. It's exciting. Got two of the big names at the top right now, so keep an eye out for that. Very exciting. I'm going to do what to watch real quick. So, The Lovely Bones. Brett, have you ever seen that movie?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
The Clubhouse Red Sox. It's on Netflix. $1 Million Secret on Netflix. Titletown High, Last Chance U. I've been watching some of the Last Chance U. There's nothing new on there right now, but they got Coach JB from the Coach JB show on YouTube, which I watch almost every day. Fiery guy. He's parts 3 and 4, and then got Buddy Stevens down at EMCC. Parts 1 and 2 pretty good. The last 2 parts weren't very good. They did football with this team in California, and then basketball. It just wasn't as entertaining at all. But one of the basketball guys on, I think, season 2, he was from Penn State. I forget his name, but the what to watch, man. I'll tell you what. I saw Lovely Bones yesterday, and it's, dude, that'll make you. There's certain movies that I watch. I'm like, man, like it's like inspirational, or it's really sad, or kind of changes your perspective on life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Lovely Bones. Like, check that out. That's an insane movie. It's very sad.
It's on Netflix?
No. I use one of the streaming sites that I use. I can send you the link.
It's newer.
No, it came out in 2009. I just recently saw about it, and like, dude, I don't cry during movies. I didn't cry during it, but it'll make you cry if you cry. It's very sad, but check it out. It'll change your life. And another thing that'll change your life, you watch Soft White Underbelly. You watch the Whitakers on there. That'll change your life too. You watch those guys. They're, whew. It's this family in West Virginia. Yeah, just watch that too. That totally changes your perspective.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, so that's what to watch. Check out the Masters. Watch that. But Yeah, Nico, man, like I wish him the best. I hope he goes to a good school. I mean, Michigan, they got Bryce Underwood. I don't think he'd go there. You got Julian Sayin at Ohio State. Maybe Nico would go there. They usually go after those big names because they got the money too. And to the all right, Brett, did you see that comment I sent you from that guy that was like giving us attendance numbers?
I think so.
And I sent you like the article that said we had a higher percentage of attendance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what is this guy talking about? Like this guy said about Joe, don't start rewriting history. Joe Pa knew. This was confirmed by multiple sources. Yeah, that's a great way to confirm it. He deserves to be known as an assistant to a P word. I said, yeah, he did know. That's why he told the police. You moron. Cost 22 said, absolutely the greatest of all time. That's right. That's our boy. Turns out we don't know shit. And I said, dude, Tyler Smith, like the man was one of the best college basketball players ever at Penn State. First of all, he played professionally all over the world, and he doesn't know shit. So then this is the guy that said about the attendance. He said, I'm really glad you like to open your mouths and spew fraudulent info. Ohio State fan base is way bigger than yours. Dude, where did this come from? That Ohio State all of a sudden has a bigger fan base than us. I don't know where this came from. They may right now because they won the national title. You got a bunch of bandwagons. But then he said, just making yourselves look stupid. Last year, Ohio State attendance, 936. Penn State, 864. This makes no sense at all. We have the second largest stadium in the world, and we didn't fill it up every game. That's what this guy is saying.
Not making any sense.
Ohio State alumni base is nationwide, unlike yours.
So is Penn State.
Things before you come on here. I said, this is the dumbest comment on here yet. Congratulations. Do your research. It's true. Ohio State fan base might be nationwide, but we're worldwide. So, and I don't know if you consider Ohio State your nation, but we're nationwide and we're worldwide. So many, dude, Ohio State fans are insane. Like they just embarrass themselves constantly. Bunch of degenerates. And, my previous co-host said he didn't want to alienate an entire fan base. Well, I do. So, Ohio State fans are absolute clowns. All right. But you have anything else to say about Nico? I mean, where do you think he's going to go?
So, lucky for him, the transfer portal opens in 4 days. So, the spring transfer portal, somebody's going to get him. I mean, he's good. He's pretty good. So, it could be, Texas Tech, could be Notre Dame, could be North Carolina, could be, I think North Carolina would be a interesting fit because there's no way they have a guy right now better than him. I mean, Belichick just took over, so.
Did you see that article it was a video on YouTube. I think it's Blue White saying how Franklin's turning up the competition on the QB room and Drew has to perform. I didn't watch it, but here's the thing. James Franklin, first of all, doesn't play politics. I've heard rumors that Joe did play a little bit of politics. Franklin doesn't give a shit about who you are, what your status is, where you come from. The best is going to play. Yeah. Every single year he has an open QB competition. Every season we start in I guess it would be the spring or summer camp, whatever, we don't have a starter. It's restarts every single year. Drew, like you just said, Brett, in big games, like he just hasn't been there. If Drew can get his mechanics down, he's gonna be a first round pick easily next year.
He's had big moments like USC. He brought us back.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
a big game. And then Boise State, he played lights out against Boise State. So obviously not the same level as Ohio State and Oregon, but he showed up against Oregon, just threw a couple costly passes. But he was trying. He wasn't being, he was trying to win the game. He's grown each year, the first 2 years. He's going to grow again. He's not going to go backwards. He's going to get better. He's going to learn from his mistakes. I think he'll have a better supporting cast with Devontae Ross and Kyron Nelson.
Yeah. And he needs receivers for sure. Every good team that Penn State's had, they had good receivers. Yeah. Bobby Ingram, Joe Jaravicius, Derek Williams, Deion Butler, Jordan Norwood. Even recently, like they had KJ, they had Deshaun, they had Chris Godwin. I mean, Drew has not had that. And our new receivers look pretty good. Our tight ends are fine.
Yep.
But
they're legit. The tight ends.
Yeah.
Even freshman Andrew Olish looks good. So
yeah. At the end of the day, like this competition is always there. Drew needs to, first of all, beat Ohio State. He needs to beat Oregon. He needs to win like a playoff game against Notre Dame. And you can't blame a loss on one guy, but at the end of the game, he tried to dirt the ball and it ended the game. I mean, like, my God, that was like Iowa in 08. Darryl Clark threw that interception and then they went and kicked the field goal. I mean, that's exactly how it ended there too.
Yeah.
So yes, there should be a competition. Drew Aller, Gronkmeyer, they got Jack Lambert, they've got Beckham coming in, they've got Smolik, they've got guys coming in. Yeah. Now I wish Bo was still there because he would have been for sure our starter next year, and we would have had another Trace McSorley. But it is what it is, man. But Gronkmeyer is good, man. He's gonna push for sure. Is Beckham there yet?
Yeah, Beckham came in December with the early enrollees.
Yeah, so Beckham's there.
He's got to put weight on. He's skinny still, so he's got to put. He's same height as Drew. He's 6'5", but he's like maybe 200 now, so he's like under 200. Yeah. So
like Gronkmeyer. Yeah, with our guys coming in, man, like Gronkmeyer is going to be at least probably 2-year starter, unless something happens. Like, dude,
Smolik, him and Smolik are going to battle.
Yeah, like I'm fully confident that Gronkmeyer can lead us to wins. And with their recruiting, like they're killing it right now. He's going to have some good guys coming in. So the future is bright. To quote PBD, the future is bright. And I'm very happy with Gronkmeyer. I saw a picture. I talked about it on the Daily Show yesterday. I saw a picture. Sean Clifford was back.
Yeah.
He was in Haluba. I'm like, oh, God. Keep him away, please. He'd be a good coach.
He can come back and hang out, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
He played here for 20 years. Like even Franklin would say that. He was here for 20 years. So,
dude, if Sean Clifford and Anthony Morelli both showed up to Haluba, we'd be cursed for like 10 years.
I wouldn't put Sean and Morelli in the same category. Sean was better than that, dude.
Oh, yeah, he was. But, yeah, man. I mean, you know, Matt from Penn State Jersey said we're going to get 2 all-conference receivers in the portal in the spring. We haven't gotten. When's the portal close? Like, I don't know.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't open till like the 16th. So
all right, so
Wednesday.
I mean, it could still happen, but you know, we'll see.
I tried telling them all conference receivers don't go in the spring portal window. The only one that did was Keandre Lambert-Smith, and he had a good season, but that's the only one that really did.
I mean, it'd be crazy to get like a Ryan Williams or a Jeremiah Smith to come here. That'd be insane. You'd have to pay him like $20 million, but
you would have to poach. You'd have to.
Yeah, and then you have the cap coming. I just don't see it happening. But the thing about like a Jeremiah Smith, for example, he has a quarterback that if he comes to Penn State, you don't know what's going to happen at Ohio State. You don't know what's going to happen at Alabama. So, but you have a proven head coach in James Franklin.
Yeah.
The dude at Alabama, can't remember his name. Not Height. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but you don't know about him really. Ryan Day, he's a Seinfeld character. He's corny as hell. But he's not going to leave Ohio State, but that'd be great. I wouldn't want Ryan Williams. Yeah, I don't want him. But dude, we're going to be walking downtown one of these days. We're going to walk by the nail salon and we'll see Ryan Williams in there and be like, oh, Ryan Williams came to Penn State.
That's wild.
But, yeah, I mean, we got enough guys, I think. We got 2 guys in the portal. I think we're in good shape right now, but man, they just got to win. Like this is our year. I mean, if it doesn't happen this year, man, like I don't know when it's going to happen. You can keep bringing in all the talent in the world that you want in the portal / recruiting, which they do, but you got to win, man. You got to win. Like if they beat Notre Dame and fought hard against Ohio State, they'd probably have some more recruits right now, I think. But then again, at the end of the day, they're doing a lot.
We still got that five-star receiver, 2027, because of the playoffs. So
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's happening. It's
exactly.
early.
Yeah,
and,
but go ahead.
Well, I was saying how we're not going to get 2 guys in the portal from receiver for the spring portal. I'm not saying we might not get a guy. We'll probably have maybe a couple guys on campus for visits, but I'm telling you, it's going to be slim pickings for receivers. Most of the guys that are going in the portal are probably not starting where they're at, so they're going in the portal. So
that doesn't mean they wouldn't be a good fit for us. I mean, we're still fairly thin, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We might get 1, but for us to get 2, I don't see it happening. We have young guys stepping up like Tyser Denmark, Kobe Howard. I think some young guys are going to push for. Because did you see Marcus Hagan's? Marcus Hagan's talking was really good. I'll have to send you that. We'll check that out.
Okay. I'll pull this up real quick.
He was like swearing and stuff.
What's in my bag? Always keep my football on hand, and of course, I have to have my Rockin' Protein shake. I love them so much. I always make sure I have one in my bag, my
Nick
car.
Dawkins' comment. He's like, I remember when you brought a football to my dog's funeral. Did you see that?
What happened?
Nick Dawkins, he said, I remember when you brought a football to my dog's funeral.
Thought it was crazy at that time, but it makes sense now due to your commitment to the crowd. That's wild.
And my home. Take your recovery to the next level with Rockin' Protein.
Dude, Nick Dawkins is a goofball, man.
He's hilarious. Man.
He's like a Rich Ornberger. He's a goofball. But yeah, Rockin' Protein, good stuff. Good for you, Tyler Warren. I saw Landon Tangwall the other day in the gym. Said what's up to him. Big. He's a large man. Very large man. He on camera it does not do him justice. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like he's like overweight, like, you know, he's a large man. Good God. But dude, guys like him are just by nature, they're just different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Brett, you want to do recruiting?
Yeah, I mean, you can bring up the ones I sent you on IG. I sent you the guy from the defensive end. You'll see it.
Yep. So I spoke about this yesterday on my daily show.
I'm here with 2026 DN recruit Jake Krell. How you doing, man? Doing good. Just, happy to be here. Happy to be over State College.
How was your visit to Penn State?
It was good to see practice, get to see Coach Barnes and meetings, kind of meet with Coach Franklin again. It was good getting to come back up here with my mom.
What do you feel are your best traits as an edge rusher?
I don't pop off the tape measurably. I'm not like a 6'5", 6'6", 260 guy, but I think I have the fastest, if not one of the fastest get-offs in all of my high school recruiting class. And I bend the edge extremely well. So I think just my get-off, my technique, and my bend is kind of what makes me stick out when you kind of watch the film and everything.
And is there anything in particular you're looking to work on and improve before you get to college?
100%. I want to grow physically, kind of get my man physique mature a little bit, so I could stop the run better, kind of be stronger in that aspect of my game. Establish a power rush so that the offensive lineman can't just kind of key on my speed and my finesse. So I think those are the two major things that I've been kind of focusing on.
How do you feel that you could fit in with the long line of successful edge rushers here at Penn State?
I honestly think I fit in super well. It's kind of what attracted me to Penn State at first. You look at guys like Chop Robinson, Abdul Carter, Michael Parsons. They're all guys with a very similar build and game to me. Not the biggest guys on paper, but they do everything else extremely well. And I think that's kind of what attracted me to Coach Barnes' coaching and how Penn State runs their defense, because it makes guys like me thrive in the system.
I'm here with.
Yeah. Did he say he's 6'6"?
No, he's not 6'. Because look, Dylan's like 6'3",
Yeah.
so he might be around the same height.
Okay.
He's saying he's not the lengthiest guy.
Okay. Yeah. So good interview with him. Just on his official visit, but my guy right now is Anai White. It's one of my favorite human beings on earth. I love that guy. Tall, lanky DN from Texas A&M, dude.
From
my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy his jersey. And he's like 24 or something like that. He's like number 24. That's another great sign. If you're like 29 or lower at the end, between like 29 and like 5, 29 and like 4, you're automatically faster. So
I can't find this clip, dude. It's driving me nuts. But Higgins wasn't
45.
messing around.
My weight is 45. That's fat.
45,
that's
yeah.
number 2.
But somebody was asking Marcus Higgins questions about the receivers, and he was like, it's not like any other interview I've seen that usually he's pretty quiet, but he was putting emphasis on like these guys that got to show guts and like be aggressive and do it. Like he wasn't, you could tell like Marcus Higgins is, he's like, I hear what everybody says out there. Like I hear, I hear what some of these fans be saying, but it doesn't matter. Like, I keep this stuff in house, and he's basically saying like people are talking crap. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's what it is.
You said he was cussing?
We're gonna do it. Yeah, he's like, guys got to show some effing aggressiveness, and like he was just different. You know what I mean? It was a good interview. I can't find it,
but what's the gist of this?
Yeah, there's certainly a handful of things like physically on the field of the quarterback, but I think the main thing is, to your point, he's year now. It's kind of okay. I'm going into my 3rd year as a starter. We talk about being the thermostat of the team, the quarterbacks, and setting the tone, and kind of knowing when to crank it up and how to bring guys up along, and when to kind of take a deep breath. You know what I mean? We talk about that thermostat, how fickle momentum is in games. Now that he's been there and done that, because the only substitute for doing that is actually doing it and feeling and being in those big moments and having success and coming up short, given the nature of the position. The cliche, we get too much fame and too much blame.
He talks about Trace.
And do my job. Early enrollee freshman, it's drinking water through a fire hose, but same thing, like just stack days and be consistent. And particularly the last few, he's learn and be a sponge myself as someone who wants to coordinate one day. Like, yeah, a ton of stuff. A lot of.
This is a pretty cool thing the coach does.
Ton of things. Yeah, I keep a running master file of just anyone, but I'm with Coach K every day, so I'd be an idiot not to learn and be a sponge myself as someone who wants to coordinate one day. Like, yeah, a ton of stuff. A lot of cultural things, like what experience around guys like that on and off the field. I think, to your point, you have to have all of the tangible and intangible qualities of a quarterback, but then it's kind of that it factor of like, hey, if this dude's on the field, we have a chance to win. It comes down to that, and that comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes and personality types.
but just that it factor of that's how I could sum it up. Like games on the line, and we have him in the game. Like we got a chance.
Time for one more.
That's cliche.
What makes a good QB too, then? I mean,
so just overall, dude, it's crazy when you reduce the background noise on here. It totally cut out that dude cutting your grass. Yeah, I mean, good video. You know, I like Danny O'Brien. It's nothing against him, but man, I wish Drew Aller had like a Bill Belichick or that type of coach that was like his QB coach. You know what I mean? Because I think the guy needs.
He's got Trace now too, so I mean, it's gonna help.
Yeah.
Trace is a winner. Like he's a straight winner. He's a dog. He beat Ohio State, so.
So, you know, the thing about Penn State, hold on. I think it was Pep Hamilton is who I'm thinking of. Michigan had him back in the day, and he was the guy that coached like Andrew Luck and stuff. And they had that quarterback, I forget his name, at Michigan. He wasn't very good, but he was just like he was his brain. Like he was like, all right, go talk up your players, stuff like that. Like I wish they had a guy that, like a Jim Knowles at like QB, at like a QB coach. Because Danny O'Brien's young. He was a grad assistant a couple years ago. Now he's the QB coach. And they're both like up and coming, young and learning. So I just wish Drew kind of had a veteran there. But, you know, it is what it is. Danny O'Brien's not a bad coach. I just think it would help his confidence if he had a more experienced QB coach. But, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, you know, he spoke well of the QB room, and I think he said that Drew's the guy that you want to have with the game on the line. I mean, he's proven that for sure. Made some mistakes, Drew did, but you know, he's proven that if the game on the line, he can do it. USC, like that was an insane win. Julian Fleming is only 2 catches on the whole season. Yeah. So good to see.
Yep.
Rumors.
I wish I could find the Marcus Higgins one, man. It was like so good. It was like 5 minutes or something, but I'll find it eventually and we'll play it, but it was just different. Yeah, check this.
Rumors are surfacing that Dan Lanning was the coach who initially contacted for a new deal. I don't know if that's like in a shady way.
No, I think he was looking out for him, man, to be honest with you. I think he was just looking out for Josh Heupel.
2025 college football playoff projections. That'd be funny if Nico went to Oregon. 2025 college football playoff projections. Yeah, man, I think it's going to be us, Texas, probably. I mean, Miami could be in there. Here's the thing. Georgia, who's their quarterback? They could be in it. Notre Dame, I don't know who their quarterback is, but it's Notre Dame.
I don't think they know. I think it's
Miami, we know who this is. What?
I think it's a battle right now. I don't think they know.
Is it Rudy?
For Notre Dame?
Yeah.
I think it's a battle between 2 or 3 guys. I'm not sure if they know. Maybe they know. They haven't announced it.
It could be Rudy Rudiger. But yeah, Texas is definitely going to be up there, man, for sure, with Arch Manning. Penn State's going to be up there. I think Oregon will be in it, Ohio State. I think Michigan will be in it, too. I don't think they're getting enough credit. I think Michigan will be in one of those teams. But, yeah, overall, I mean, it's a good season coming up. You don't think so?
Bryce Underwood's still a freshman, man. Like, he could light the world on fire, but you still don't know. He's going to go through growing pains. He might not even start until halfway through the season. They brought another guy in that's a veteran who might start. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, like, it's hard to know really what Michigan's going to do. I don't see them being a playoff team, no. They lost a lot of defensive guys too. So Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant, dude, they're both gone. Like,
you got Nick for going 2025 NFL draft. Really wasn't about the money. The money would have been there. That's one of the things we talked about. My parents, I'm not coming back for the money. I'm coming back to find stuff to get better at before I enter the end of the draft. Money wasn't an issue. If I left or stayed, money wouldn't have been a problem. So it wasn't a tough decision. Speaking of like performing and Drew Aller-esque type of player, I mean, this guy needs to have a breakout season. K-Tron's been consistent, but Nick Singleton had a breakout freshman year. Last year he did better, but he needs to have like a breakout season. He's got the line for it. I mean, they had a good line last year.
You know what's funny about K-Tron and Nick? K-Tron needs to work on what Nick is good at. He needs to work on his speed, which it's not K-Tron's fault. First of all, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but as Franklin said, K-Tron has been hurt the last 2 winters. He's actually healthy this season, so he has time to get faster and actually practice, which he didn't practice last year. And then Nick, K-Tron's good at being shifty and moving side to side. That's not Nick's game. He's a north and south guy. He can move around a little bit, but he's not a Saquon Barkley or K-Tron Allen with their shiftiness. So they need to work on what they're each good at and get better at what the other one's good at. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually kind of cool.
Yep. I talked about this yesterday, but JB Nelson is gone.
Yeah, which sucks, but you know what that means, right? Cooper Cousins.
Yeah.
Cooper Cousins is going to step into that role.
Cooper Cousins, I said yesterday, is probably going to be a first-round pick. He's that good.
He's taking the job from a fifth-year senior, JB Nelson. And JB Nelson's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's been bumps and bruises and injuries and stuff. But
I sent you this, right?
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh my God!
Did you see the one I sent you? Play the one I sent you, the golf one. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the girl.
You did. You sent me one.
Yeah, she's like Todd. That was funny.
What?
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, the golf one I sent you. That was pretty funny. Let me scroll up. Let me find it.
Is it above Troy Hoon?
It's there it is. It's above the Libs one I posted. It's right before you sent me that one. You'll see it. It's the girl. She's like Todd.
Landon Tangwell did a interview with LeVar Keys. Check that out. He was named after LeVar Arrington.
It's very good. Yep.
Where is it? I know you sent me it, but I can't find it.
The Masters one that you just played, it's right above you sending it to me.
Okay.
So on Thursday, you'll see the Thursday.
Tag.
You see it? Yeah, with the girl. Yeah, posted it. That's pretty good. Anything he wants to make. There's some good cuts, too. Some good hits.
Oh, yeah. Me and the boys at the Masters. This has some language, but this is funny.
How the fuck would you fucking play? You a stupid ass bitch. Really? Dumbass fucking bitch.
That's driving everywhere, bro.
No. What the fuck? This my side of the motherfucking road, stupid ass bitch. Fuck you. You don't want to do shit though, I bet you that. I blast your ass, bitch.
My favorite part is she's blasting Future in her sub. She's listening to Future. She's bumping that thing, and she's just like, "You stupid." Yeah.
That may or may not be me every day. Most top 10 players in the ESPN top 25, or top 10, whatever.
Yeah,
Penn State at 7.
Number 2, baby. Yep.
What's this dude's name? This coach? Alabama coach. What's his name?
Kalen DeBoer.
Kalen DeBoer, yeah.
Yep.
Best
He's a good
logos in
coach. He
college
just had a
football.
rough year.
Ohio State's not even on there.
Nope, because it sucks. The suck guys.
They have the largest fan base in the world, though, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Bro, like I said, that comment, he did math. I'm like, bro, that doesn't. So Penn State had 800,000 total last year. That doesn't make any sense at all.
No.
Even if Ohio State filled up their stadium every game, it still wouldn't be higher than us.
Yep.
I mean,
doing the Mark special.
We have like
anybody
80K at a noon game.
Yeah, we did.
We have like 80K at a noon game, and everyone's hammered.
I'm hoping that guy stops by who commented on your hat. I'm gonna do the Mark special.
Yep, there you
If he
go.
comes back.
You have
If
to
he
wear your
comes
hat
back.
like that every. You have to wear your hat like that every episode now. Here's the Joe Paterno burger.
Oh, the Nittany Lions of the Fighting Irish have given us another great college football game. And here are two tired generals looking for each other at midfield. What's up, break, Joe?
Yeah, I know. The tie's too much. It's nice, but maybe next time something in a crew neck. How'd you think that'd be too casual?
Collect a Burger King Legends of College Football Cup. Free when you upsize your Whopper value meal for just 39 cents.
Look, Joe, it's not the end of the world. Next cup, think pastels.
Dude, the Whopper sounds good right now.
Oh yeah, I know.
Sounds good.
Joe did a lot of commercials, man. He wasn't really known for that, but he did a lot of commercials. Steelers are
the
a
tie's
joke.
a little too much.
Huh?
He said the tie's a little too much. Maybe you should try a crew neck or something.
He's going outside tonight.
It's good.
Oh man, he's going outside, bro. But yeah, man, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. Obviously, our hats, that's a new development, so we're doing that now.
We'll have Gus back on here.
Bro, people were like commenting on TikTok, like, what's up with that dude in the hat? Like, what do you mean? Like,
he's wearing a hat.
I'm just sitting here. Like, what do you mean? Like, what's up?
You know, we should do the old. We could do the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Let's do the Fresh Prince.
I saw a customer comment the other day, and they said the worker was very hood. They meant to say good.
Oh no.
And it was just funny because it said the worker was very hood. They were like, wait, did they mean to say good, or is this like like what, or were they trying to say good, or were they actually calling the person hood? Like what were they saying there?
Dude, this new chair, so light. It's nice. It just looks like a basic chair. Looks like it's like see-through.
Looks like an X chair.
It looks like it's like real thin and see-through, but man, it's comfortable. I'll tell you.
It's not an X chair.
It's a ergo, like an ergonomic or whatever.
Bro, those X chairs are like $800.
Oh, this was cheap and it was 5 stars. 5 stars every review.
This one right here, it's a gaming chair. I like it. It's got like the back on it. Like I had a Serta before.
Yeah.
Or what? Is it a Serta? I think.
Serta.
No, that's the mattress. It was a whatever the fancy chair company is, but it didn't have a back on it like this. Like this one's nice because you kind of relax on it, and like I'm a big guy. Like it's nice to.
Well, you saw the gamer chair I had. It was good for a while, but now it's like super hard, and like it's just too hard to sit on. Like this thing's soft, like it's comfortable to sit on. So I'm keeping it for like other purposes, but not for long periods of sitting. This is what I'm going to be sitting in.
So, I was confused for Zac Efron again the other day. I was nearly attacked in a parking lot a couple years ago because they thought I was Zac Efron. The other day I was in the store and I was walking down an aisle and a lady looked at me. She froze and she screamed, scared the crap out of me. She's like, "Oh my God, I thought you were Zac Efron." I was like, "Yeah, Zac Efron's in a store at State College on a Tuesday, like
working at Sam's Club."
yeah, like what's he doing? Like, why would he be here? Like, what's he doing? Just chilling in State College? Like,
No.
Why would he? Why would he be?
He's not, dude. He's not aging good. He did like some Botox before a movie, like last year. He looked bad. Like his face was like blown up. You saw that?
His jaw is real big, and of course for him, just made him look more handsome. But he broke his jaw, and it grew back bigger. So he just has a bigger jaw, which is like a good thing. So
yeah. But no, he got like Botox through his whole face or something, and like he did a movie on Netflix, and he looked rough.
Well,
like,
he played Ted Bundy. He was a wrestler recently, a pro wrestler.
He's a pretty good actor, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan of his. It sounds like he's like a good guy too.
He's your long lost brother. You should be a big fan of him.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought I looked like him, but I guess I do because I've nearly been attacked twice now.
I can see it a little bit. Yeah, he's not your doppelganger, but it's close.
No, but literally, my friend and I were walking through a parking lot, going to a liquor store one time. This is like 2018 or something, and we're just walking. We just left the gym, and this lady's in front of us, like 10 yards, and she turns around and looks, and then she turns around like this and starts running at me. And my friend is to my left. He like had his fist up. He was like ready to fight because he thought she was ready to attack. Like,
that's great.
And at that point, that's like self-defense. But she's like, and then she stopped. She's like, "Oh my God, I thought you were Zac Efron." I was like, "All right, lady. Okay. Like what? So when you see Zac Efron, you're just gonna run at him? Like, what are you gonna do? Jump on him, or what are you gonna do?
Right.
Hug him, or?" Yeah.
That's funny.
There's another guy. The tennis team at Penn State, they used to call me Wawrinka. Like, I'd be walking across campus, bro, and I'm not kidding you. Because I knew most of the athletes when I was in school, but I didn't know all the tennis players. And I lived in the gymnastics house at one point. I didn't know all of the tennis players, but the ones I did not know, I'd be walking across campus, and they'd be like, "Wawrinka." Look at that. They said I look like him.
Oh, see, I see Zac Efron before that.
They said I look like him. There's another guy that people comment. They say I look like. His name is Mark too, I think. Mark Rober. I've had so many people say, "Why is Mark Rober?" They say, what did they say? They said, "Why is Mark Rober doing something?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Why? Why wouldn't he?" I think they were like, "Why is Mark Rober wearing a hat like that or something like that?" I'm like, I mean, why wouldn't he? Like, I don't know. I guess I look like him too, but I think that's mainly the hat.
Yeah, I don't see that.
But I've had multiple people say I look like Mark Rober. I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But yeah. So McIlroy's at 10 under, Connors is at 8, DeChambeau's at 7. Scheffler's at 5. Scheffler's not doing good today, man. Oh, he just missed a birdie putt. But all right, Brett, is there anything else you want to talk about besides who I look like? Who do you look like?
Prince Harry 2.0, baby. That's been
Prince
my
Harry?
bio before on Tinder. Prince Harry. I put Prince Harry as my ugly cousin on Tinder before. I've done. Let's see. And a mixture of Andy Dalton and Carson Wentz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not too far fetched.
No.
If I was like I was in Philadelphia once, right? I was in Philadelphia. I was sitting down. I was sitting down. This old lady was freaking out. She was like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, I said, "Ma'am, I am 5'8". I am not 6'4". She said,
Bro,
"I'm sorry."
Carson Wentz is a
yeah.
freaking mammoth of a man. He's huge.
I know, but like I was sitting down and she saw my face, and like we have a similar type of, pale, pasty, red hair. So like she thought I looked like Carson Wentz. But yeah, I've got Andy Dalton. I've got Carson Wentz. I was in a grocery store down south somewhere. Some guy said I look like Prince Harry. So yeah, it just depends, man. But those are the three main ones that I've gotten. So
The other day I was in the gym and one of the workers stopped me, who I know, and they're like, "Hey, you see that lady over there? She's like this 80-year-old lady. She's like, she has a huge crush on you." And he said the one day I was walking by her, she's like, "Oh my, that's my dream man."
That's hilarious.
Bro, she's like
a little
80.
old for me, lady.
Yeah, she's in shape. She's in good shape. I never talked to her, but it's pretty funny. I think her name's like Dorothy or something like that.
That's wild.
But yeah, check out Crunch and Stay College, new gym. I was supposed to do a training session today with a girl, but they ran out of power. But yeah, this girl's a bodybuilder, I guess. So, but yeah, check it out. It's a pretty cool place, yeah. Brett.
Once I'm back, I'll be back soon.
Brett's hip and back, switched places, so he's in a
maybe another week. I just want to get one more adjustment because I can tell I need one more, and then after that, I should be good. So we'll see.
All right, guys. I think that's everything. Just talking Nico and some Penn State stuff, but Illicit, you won the giveaway. Please reach out to me via Instagram, comment on here, Facebook, whatever. If you do reach out to me via comment section, don't put your address or anything because I'm going to get your address and send you the giveaway. I'll just send it in the mail. And down the line here, guys, like this channel's growing. We're at 574. Did a 500 subscriber giveaway. Illicit won it, and then we're going to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. But eventually, it's going to be like this podcast is going to be like a legit thing. Like I'm going to be, well, it's legit now, but it's going to be like business. I mean, I want to do this full time at some point. We're going to have clothing. We're going to have coffee mugs. This is one of my original coffee mugs here. But we're going to have clothing and Illicit. Another thing about winning the giveaway is I want to have you on here and get your thoughts on Penn State, and I want to get your thoughts. I kind of want to know how you found our show and just get your story a little bit. But yeah, we'll have clothing and all that stuff that you guys can buy. And Rory just hit an eagle putt, 12 under. So yeah, we'll have all that. And I really I want to get flags made and polos. I'm a big polo guy for golf and stuff like that. So I'll get polos made. I want to see people wearing them around. And yeah, it'll get there eventually. Slow and steady wins the race. And building a business is not easy. So going on. And the thing is, man, like to me, the content is there. The quality is there. We could probably use some marketing. I want it to be like a genuine build up.
Yeah. We don't want bots.
I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, and I've made zero money out of it. It just takes a while to build, I'll always be honest about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just takes a while to build, man. So I put about, I don't know, $100 a month into it with all the platforms and stuff that we use. And, but yeah, just keep supporting us and spreading the word. And Illicit, reach out to me, man. All right, guys. Yeah, I think that's it, Brett. So.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, guys. See you next week. Real quick, Jared and we're not going to be doing Steelers Central on here like every week. We're not going to be doing it that often at all. I'm just not passionate enough about it to do it every week. Jared, great personality. He's covering the Pirates on Facebook. I think he's going to start covering the Steelers on Facebook. And then eventually I want to get him his own show on here for the Steelers where he either does it himself or has a co-host. So I'm not going to be doing that anymore. Occasionally I'll be doing it. Like I'll cover the draft and stuff a little bit. It might be on draft night. We'll see if I can switch my days around at work. But, yeah, so just so you guys know about that. Yeah, check out Jared's stuff on Mark Lesko Podcast Facebook and give us a like on there. So until next week, guys, take care.
See you guys.